Hey everybody, what's going on? Welcome to the Soap Thing Project, and thank you for joining me today. I couldn't let November slip away without doing the Chosen 12 for the month of November. So the chosen one for the month of November is this one right here. It is Phoenix Artisan Accoutrements Shave Chaser. And the theme for November was it had to be a soap that was inspired by a pharmacy aftershave. So Skin Bracer, Aqua Velva, Old Spice, Brute, you get the idea. The coin toss loser for this one was actually Lather Bros Bro, which is a Brute dupe. The Shave Chaser, as you can probably tell, is a dupe of Skin Bracer. So we will talk more about this scent during the shave. This is 4 ounces of CK1 for $15.95. The soap base, as far as the list of ingredients, it's nothing crazy to write home about. It's got shea butter, cocoa butter, that's about it. That's all that interesting, but it's a good performer, especially for the price. And I did bring on the plane with me when I came over here to Turkey quite a while ago. I brought the matching aftershave splash. I wish I had brought a lot more splashes with me, but hey, hindsight's a royal bitch, I guess. So, we're going to chase it with the matching aftershave. Now the razor. So I was talking to Dave in Kentucky. I will put his channel right across here and down there, up here. I'll put his channel all over the place. But I happened to mention to him that I had never used a Schick injector razor before. I've used the supply razor, but never an actual Schick razor. So he sent me a box of about half a dozen different Schick razors, and one of them that he sent me is this one right here. This is the Type M, I'm pretty sure. So this is the adjustable one. And from what he said, this is actually new old stock. Like he pulled it right out of the box and was going to use it. And before he had a chance to, I messaged him and said, hey, do you have any Schick razors I could borrow? And he tossed this one in there. So thank you very much, Dave in Kentucky, for this opportunity. Obviously, we're going to send them all back. These don't belong to me, but I appreciate him giving me the opportunity to check out a Schick injector razor. And we're going to use Schick injector blades, of course. Got the injector key right here, and these are brand new blades. These are not new old stock. I'm going to see if I can inject the blade on camera. There's a little hole right here, a little cutout. These are all compression fit, by the way. For those who don't know, injector razors are compression fit. That's how they keep the blade in there. But you insert the injector key into the razor just like this, and pull the lever back and push the blade in, and it pushes the old blade out. And sometimes it will fall on the bathroom counter, so make sure that you're being careful of that. But now we got a new blade in the Schick injector Type M razor. Here's the old one that fell out of the razor. So this is the one that came in it, and it's been inside the razor for who knows how long. I suppose I could have just used it, but I didn't feel like taking the risk, especially when I've only got one shot at this. Here's the adjustment knob right here on the razor. All that this appears to do is raise and lower the base plate. I don't know if you can see that. Let me try to show you. Right. So it just raises and lowers the base plate. So once we make a lather and get the shave started, I'll figure out where I want to put this. I've got about 4.5 days of growth, so definitely a good excuse to use an adjustable Schick razor. And the brush, we got the QED Select 4324 24mm Manchurian Silvertip for the brush today. Okay, let's make a lather. Okay, let's talk about this razor briefly. So I looked it up in between shots, and I guess this razor was made between 1965 and 1972, so I think it's pretty darn good looking, even for being new old stock for being that old. I mean, there's really isn't hardly a scratch on it, I don't think. So turns out if you just leave something alone, it'll tend to look pretty good for quite a long time. Well, here we have the Phoenix Artisan Accoutrements Shave Chaser in the bottom of the Langley City Shave Bowl. And CK1 is one of those soaps that the more, to a certain extent, the more you stand here and jerk on this stuff, the thicker and creamier it's going to get. Somebody's going to take that line of dialogue and use it out of context. Anyway, but this stuff seems good to go. If anything, I could probably add a little bit more water. Just work that stuff in there. Scent strength on it is I'm going to call it a 2 out of 5. So a little below average scent strength, let's put it that way. But in this case, I think that's probably a good idea given the scent character. I am happy to be back to making videos. I took I think I went a week and a half without posting a video, but in reality it was like several weeks without doing much content. I had a bunch of videos on reserve that I kind of used up while I had endoscopic sinus surgery and a septoplasty. That was quite painful for a while, so if you ever have a chance to do that for seemingly no reason, go ahead and pass on it. It was a necessary procedure for me, but it was not a pleasant recovery. Okay, so here's the injector adjustment knob. Let me fire up my iPhone cheat sheet. So what do I want to do with this? I'm thinking I'm going to put it probably at 6. It goes all the way up to 8. I'm going to put it at 6 and see what happens. I've got a lot of growth, and so I think 6 is probably not unmerited. It's probably a good place to put it. I'm going to put it in between 6 and 7 because there's a lot of extra notches there. So it's somewhere between 6 and 7. And there's the base plate. Let's give it a try. Let's see what happens. Here we go. Wow. That did a phenomenal job of taking off 4.5 days of growth. If anything, it might be more aggressive than it needs to be. Damn. That is an efficient razor. Holy crap, that's surprising. Very surprising, very impressive. Okay. I'm just trying to see if I really need to adjust this or if it's good where it is. I might leave it where it is. Maybe I'll adjust it down for the second pass. A lot of hair going down the drain. Okay. Let's talk about the scent notes for Phoenix Artisan Accoutrements Shave Chaser, aka the Skin Bracer dupe. So there's a fair amount of generic notes in here, which when you're dealing with a lot of aroma chemicals, that's probably the better choice anyway. So we've got citrus notes, we've got bergamot, we've got floral notes, heliotrope, balsamic notes, amber, musk, and vanilla. So what I get most out of this, as well as the Skin Bracer aftershave scent itself, To me, this is a slightly balsamic, floral, musky vanilla sort of thing. It's actually quite a complex scent considering what it is. You know, it's a $4 aftershave at your local pharmacy or grocery store. And I need even more water. Okay, there we go. But yeah, it's a relatively complex scent that's not super easy to peg down. I mean, I'm getting this kind of musky, vanilla vibe, balsamic notes that are probably only recognizable because they list them as notes. I probably wouldn't put two and two together without it. Slightly floral just off the top. It's one of those scents that is old-timey without being fuddy-duddy. It's not quite reached that space in men's grooming yet. At least I don't think so. This razor is really interesting. It's efficient, but not particularly blade feely. As you can see, I got a nick right there. But cutting off that much hair, I'm bound to grab onto something that was not supposed to go. Yeah, it's really interesting. It is not the blade feeliest thing at all, even at kind of the upper end of the adjustment. It's one of those kind of razors where I feel like if I put too much pressure, it would definitely shred my face up and give me a fair amount of razor burn. It's a nice shaver though, I'm liking it. I'm gonna have to pick one up for myself. It's definitely particularly efficient in all the kinds of places where I tend to have trouble reaching with other razors, like right back here in this kind of little curvature of my neck. That always needs a little extra blade buffing. I'm going to circle back to the scent of the soap real quick and tell you that the soap and the aftershave is an impressively close copy of the Skin Bracer scent. And if there's anybody who can recreate somebody else's scent or recreate old scents the best, it's Douglas. He's a lot of things, but he's not stupid. He knows how to really recreate scents from the past, especially ones that have been discontinued. Like, I was really bummed that he got rid of the Gillette Sun Up, the Sundown soap. In my opinion, that was a staple of the Phoenix Artisan Accoutrements lineup. I have a feeling I'm going to get some irritation because I'm blade buffing in the same place. But I always thought, like, Sundown, for example, was kind of a staple of the PAA lineup. But no, he let it go. It wasn't selling that good, so he got rid of it. I think that was an ingrown hair or something like that because just how it looks. All right, let's have a rinse. I need to do some touch-ups around the mustache. Let's do right here. There we go, that's better. Okay, well, think that's gonna have to be a good enough shave, taking down 4 days of growth. Let's do the aftershave. All right, here we go. PAA Shave Chaser Aftershave Cologne, which is just a fancy way of saying it's an aftershave with a lot of fragrance oils in it. Okay, here we go. Ooh wee, that feels great. You know, I think the aftershave version, this and the actual skin bracer, is a bit heavier on the vanilla and the floral notes. Oh, that feels great. Smells great, it's a good shave. Okay, got a couple questions about the Shave Chaser. Number one is, if I exhausted this to an empty tub, would I buy it again? And the answer for this one is absolutely I would. If for no other reason than it's the only one that's doing this. You know, I think we've reached the point where we've got, you know, half a dozen or so artisans that are doing the Brute dupe. And the Old Spice dupe, almost everybody is doing an Old Spice scent. So this is truly unique in that it's really not possible to get a shaving soap that smells like this any other place. Now, the second question is, if I could do the Chosen 12 all over again, and it was just up to me, it wasn't a coin toss, would I still have brought this one? And the answer to that question is probably not. I think I would have picked the Sacra Blue from PAA because I am a much bigger fan of Aqua Velva than Skin Bracer. If it was a binary proposition and I had to pick between the two, I'm going to pick Aqua Velva 10 out of 10 times. Having said that, it's a very good scent. There's nothing wrong with the Skin Bracer type scent. Kind of reminds me of my dad's bathroom because I know he used this a lot when he was my age. He probably still does for all I know. Okay, that'll be it. That's the video for today. I want to thank everybody for watching, and until next time, this is Soap Thing telling you, shave like you mean it. Thanks for watching.